So, how's the real estate market? What's new? What's going on? Is my house going up in value? Well, let's find out. I'm Justin Miller with the Chong Miller Group, and this is the December 2019 market update for residential real estate in the Las Vegas Valley area. So, let's get right to the headline number, the number that everybody likes to talk about. So the resale price for single family homes in Las Vegas in November of 2019 was $303,000. Now, this number is $1,000 less than the October 2019 figure, which was $304,000. Pretty stable in the scheme of things. So $1,000 price movement one way or another is predicated largely on what's going on in the particular ends of the market, the higher end versus the lower end of the market, which I'll talk about in just a second. But while this is down $1,000 from October 2019, it's actually up $8,000 from November 2018. So year over year, up $8,000 or 2.6%. So just over 2.5% price appreciation over the past 12 months at this time of year in Las Vegas. So the median price can be skewed by what's taking place in the market in terms of not sort of changes in the price of a particular property or a particular segment of properties, but on the extremes. And so if we have fewer homes in the $1 million or above range that are being sold in a particular month, that actually is going to skew the median sale price down a little bit. And so I think what's going on here is we're just seeing a slight change in the distribution of what properties are actually selling at the particular moment in time. So the $1,000 price drop from October is inconsequential. It means that we're actually still very stable at that $300,000 price point for the median home. And that we're up 2.6% year over year suggests again the same thing, that this year has seen very stable pricing at about that $300,000 price level on the median home. Now, the next number that's of interest is the number of sales that have actually taken place. So in November of 2019, there were 2,281 single-family homes that were resold. That number is down about 463 from October of 2019. That's down 2.3%. This is a seasonality issue that in November, December, January, sales are slower than they are in the other months of the year. In fact, if you look at a graph, you can see this big spike down in sales every year occurring around December. The month before, the month after, December tends to be the slowest month. So it's not unusual that it would be lower than the prior month, as we talk about November. Interestingly, however, November 2019, year over year, sales were up 108 or up about 0.5%. And so sales are actually stronger now at this time of year than they were in 2018 at the same time of year. Days on market, 29 days on market on average. So a house is listed within 29 days. On average, the median single-family home is selling. Now, there are homes that sit out there for much longer periods of time. There are homes that sit out there for fewer days on the market. This is largely predicated on whether or not you're priced right and the desirability of the particular neighborhood and the particular home that you have. But it's an interesting number. It fluctuates up and down. And the shorter the number, smaller the number of days on market, indicates a faster market, one that has more activity going on. So this is up a little bit in general, certainly up from what we had seen last year. The market has slowed a little bit, although it's now starting to, actually since about June, the market has been accelerating in a general sense in Las Vegas relative to what it had done last year. Supply, 2.7 months worth of inventory on the market right now. In a different manner, we could talk about that. There are currently 6,898 single-family homes on the resale market in the Las Vegas Valley. If you list your home, that's what you're competing against. almost 7,000 homes, 6,898. That number, interestingly, is down 1,075 from last month, and it's down 1,760 from November of 2018. What that means, because the sales numbers are not dramatically higher, what it means is actually sellers are opting to not place their homes onto the market. And this is actually what we've seen over the past several years, very tight, very constrained supply, and it's creating some difficulties in the market, especially at the lower end of the market. There is very limited supply, and so people who are looking to buy their first home or looking to even move up from their first home to a second home, there is very limited availability. On the other hand, at the higher end of the market, you do have greater availability. So in this market, you need to be really wise if you're selling your home. You need to be pricing it right. You need to be thinking about how the market's going to receive the product that you've got, that you're putting out there for sale. That might mean you need to do some updates to your home. It certainly means you need to be accommodative of the selling process. I have attempted to show or have shown a couple of homes over the past month where the sellers have been very reticent to allow people into their homes, or very structured about, you can only come in on this day at this particular time. If you're a seller and you're trying to sell your home, you need to be available to buyers. Buyers are not going to buy your home if you make it difficult for them to get in and actually see it. And they're not going to buy it sight unseen. We're not in that kind of a market. So a seller, you need to be addressing the market in a way that indicates, not that you're desperate certainly, but that you're actually interested in selling. If you're a buyer, there's less inventory than there had been. We're down almost 2,000 homes from where we were last month in terms of the total inventory in the marketplace. But that does not mean that there are not houses there to buy. It does not mean that there are unwilling sellers. It does not mean the prices are bad. We have demand has come down a bit as well. This, of course, is seasonal. As I said, we always see a seasonal dip at this time of year. But if you're a buyer, you're competing with many fewer buyers, right? And so sellers are going to be more interested in talking with you. So it's actually a really great time to be a buyer in the market. So I am Justin Miller with the Chong Miller Group. We would love to help you in your real estate adventures, whether you're looking to buy or sell. It's important in this market that you have representation that actually understands what's going on in the market, that can position you well, position your property to get sold, or position you as a really strong buyer. So please give us a call. You can check out our website, chongmillergroup.com. Also, if you find this video to be helpful, please check out the rest of our videos on YouTube, and you can subscribe to our channel if you want. You'll also notice on this closing splash page, we have just released a mobile app for your cell phones or your tablets. You can get it in the Android Play Store or the Apple Store. This app is designed to place in your hands a lot of control in the looking for properties or investigating the market. This is actually the entire MLS for the greater Las Vegas area, the metropolitan area. You can see all of the listings for sale or for rent. You can see all of the homes around you if you want, whether those are condos, single family homes, townhomes, whatever, manufactured homes, whatever it is that you're actually interested in looking at. This information is updated in real time, and so it's a lot more updated than what you'll find on the commercial services that are out there, and it's focused on the Las Vegas Valley. Please feel free to download our app and utilize that for your searches. Please feel free to connect with us. We would love to help you in your real estate adventures. I look forward to talking with you next time. Thank you very much.